drag your background clip in here, and drag your other clip in here. That way you have a super fire drag and drop paper effect just like this. In this video, I'm going to give you a free download to Paper Effects similar to what Cole Bennett did in his newest Lyrical Lemonade video. I'm going to show you how I made the overlays, that way you can make your own. And finally, I'm going to show you parts of my new editing pack that's coming out later this month, the Ultimate Texture Bundle V3. I'm actually doing a crazy deal on the pre-order. If you pre-order the Ultimate Texture Bundle V3 right now, you'll get a free editing pack of your choosing. And if that wasn't already good enough of a deal, I decided to make it 2 editing packs of your choosing. This is a limited time deal. Think of it as an early Black Friday sale, but more on that later. So these paper effects start with paper. Surprising, right? Now I've dedicated my whole entire kitchen to these paper effects. I have a printer, a scanner, my laptop, paper, and more paper, tape, knives, pencils, pens, you name it. Yeah, it's a lot. And unsurprisingly, it takes a lot of time. First, you have to print out each one of your frames and then go and hand animate each single frame. That way you can get the design to have an animation. Depending on how complex your animation is, this could take a while. Then scan it over to your laptop and then transport that yerba and solid state to my desktop, getting everything all set up, and then tweaking the colors of each frame, animating it and turning it into a MoGart takes quite a while. Okay, this should work. See, let's render it out. Let's go. All of that work just so you can drag it into your timeline like this. Drag your background clip where you want in here, and then go down to the other one and drag your other clip in here. That way you have a super fire drag and drop paper effect just like this. That's just one of the effects inside one of the packs inside the bundle, and it took me 50-ish minutes. And as I promised, I have a free download for you guys. That one I just created, I'm gonna have linked down in the description. And just a reminder that the V3 is now available for pre-order. And when you do pre-order, you're gonna get 2 editing packs of your choosing for free. So just add the pre-order of the Ultimate Texture Bundle V3 and then 2 other editing packs that you're interested in, and they will be free. This offer is super limited, and if it's still available in the description, I would take advantage of it because you're gonna be getting 3 editing packs for the price of 1. I don't wanna show too much of the V3 before it actually releases, but just know this portion of the pack is just a sliver of what you're actually gonna be getting with the full bundle. I promise you will not be disappointed with the V3. It's so sick. So in Premiere Pro, or really any editing software that has a blending mode option, drag on that printer overlay. Again, link will be in the description for that free download. Go ahead and turn that texture to screen. And if your clip is longer than the printer overlay, just hold Alt or duplicate your clip in whatever editing software and just drag it so it goes the full duration. And just like that, you already have a paper overlay playing throughout. But to sauce it up a little bit more, if you drag on Posterize Time effect and turn the frame rate from 24 to 8, that means that every 3 frames, there's going to be a new image popping up. And now when we play, we have a lot more of that laggy printer-esque effect. I love these new textures that are gonna be in the V3 because they're very customizable, but they look good as soon as you drag them on, and they're animated. In the V1 and V2, we didn't have anything that was animated, and a lot of you guys used it for video. So I figured, why not make it easier? And then also still give you the option to have those PNGs if you do want to go and create your own. So one valuable tip that I think a lot of people are going to use when the V3 comes out, and on these samples here, is if you go to creative, you can actually turn up the sharpen so it looks a little bit more like detailed paper, or you can bring it down and make it look a little grungier and like a little bit blurrier and less of a higher resolution. Let's go ahead and just bring down the resolution a little bit. I want it to feel really grungy looking. And then also, if you go to the curves editor, you can always just play with the shadows and highlights to make the paper fit your footage the best. I think it looked pretty good by default, but since this is like a black and white clip and there's a lot of black, I decided to bring down the shadows just a bit and bring up the highlights. That way it just fits the footage a little bit more. And because we duplicated, I just want to make sure to apply that to this clip here. And now we have this paper effect. So the V3 and your free downloads are going to come with the overlay version, which is just like an MP4 file that you can drag on in any video editing software that you want. But it's also going to come with some MoGarts, which are insanely high value because it saves you a bunch of time, does the effect for you, and you can combine them with the overlays to get the desired effect you want. So to access the MoGarts, go to Window, make sure Essential Graphics is checked, and then find that window inside of your Premiere Pro, and then just drag on whatever transition you're going to be using. For right now, the Rectangle Grow one is the only one available because the V3 isn't out yet, but just know with the full pack, there's gonna be a bunch more of these in multiple different packs. So once it's on the timeline, go over to the Edit tab inside of the Essential Graphics, and you can see here, it's really simple to use. We have the overlay, we also have the rectangle outside and the rectangle inside. So in this green area, you're gonna want to drag your clip that you want to be the background. So for us, this clip right here, and now you can see our background is masked out perfectly around this paper texture. And then we want to drag this in as our second clip. And now you can see that's perfectly masked out. And as we go through, it will be animated perfectly. That way it matches the paper texture is growing like that, and it's a perfect transition. But that's pretty much it for the video. Go download that free pack, that way you can do the effects that I just showed. Let me know in the comments if you pre-ordered the V3 or plan on doing it, because I'm so excited for you guys to be able to get your hands on it. It's like what I showed you here, but like a billion times more, so it's gonna be a really sick pack. I think it's gonna blow the V1 and V2 out of the water, and I'm gonna be making so many videos on it, so stay tuned for that. Appreciate you guys. Take advantage of this limited time deal. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.